Hello, everybody, and welcome. Happy Wednesday. How are we doing? Are we enjoying? Are we feeling the energy of this Leo season? I do know from the folks in the lab yesterday and my own experience that the energy right now at the beginning of the cycle is having people feel a little bit tired. And there is this uh, thing that we get into Leo energy, we think it's fire energy. This is where we get in trouble. We should be feeling energized. We should be wanting to get out there all the time and show up and show ourselves. And what's true about that? Think about the lion. The lion hunts, the lion does its work out in the world and then rests. Most of the images we see of the lion is sitting regal on top of the rocks or what have you, overlooking their kingdom. So the lion is taking inspired action when it's needing to eat, to take care of its cubs, et cetera, et cetera. But it's also resting. So if you are in that energy of feeling a little bit slower, I encourage you to embrace it. There's a lot going on in the cosmos right now that is probably supporting that energy, and this too shall pass. So, as always, listen to your own intuitive guidance and make sure you are taking care of you. All right, so this does kind of lead into today's topic. As we journey through Leo season, we're really leaning into this idea of what you're creating, what you're putting out into the world, and doing it in a way that really is about fun and inspiration. Leo energy is playful. We really want this energy infused in your business in a way that is going to help you to attract those soul clients. And what I see often is folks get so caught up in systems and structures that they lose the joy, the play, the fun. And so, however you're wired and designed, we each have our own way of playing and being playful and being creative. This is the month, this is the cycle, not a month, a cycle from new moon to new moon, as we're under the spotlight of Leo, to really lean into that, to see where you can infuse more of it into your business so that you're really shining your light. And then in the next cycle, when we move into Virgo, we can figure out how to systematize that. We can figure out how to make that flow easily. Right now, just play. As I was telling the folks in the lab yesterday, do the things that you are joyful about. If it's not bringing you joy, don't do it. Or save it for later when you are feeling like you can tackle those tasks. But in terms of creativity, let's lean into that creative energy and utilize that playful side. So, which is why that led me to this topic today. I wanted to talk about, this idea of where experts come in and talk about content creation. We're, as an entrepreneur, if you are, your own business, you're creating something. You're creating content, you're creating products, you're creating copy and sales pages to go along with those things so that you can share them with the world. And there's a lot of expert advice out there about content creation. And it is one of the things that is frustrating to me because I watch people latch on to this expert advice and ignore their own intuitive guidance. Ignore that it is wearing them down, it's not enjoyable for them, and it is, and it's honestly then not getting them results. So let's break down some of these things that the experts talk about. And I'm going to give you my take on why I think that it is not the best advice and what you might lean into instead. So, number one, a thing I hear all the time, and I watch people create these, content calendars that are, massive and built out. is that you need to be posting all the time, showing up all the time, doing reels all the time, whatever all the time looks like. We aren't designed to be doing all the time. That's a hustle mentality. And I don't know many spiritual entrepreneurs that thrive in a hustle mentality, and in a hustle type of energy. I was doing a workshop yesterday on hustle and grind versus flow. And what happens when we are in that hustle and grind mentality is we end up in overwhelm. We end up burning ourselves out. And what happens is when we think we have to do it in a certain way, we end up in resistance. And that keeps us from doing the thing that the expert said we should do, right? So all of a sudden it's like, I just don't want to do that. I tried this myself. I was like, I I choose to be more visible on my personal profile and let people know what I'm about. So I thought, well, I'll do this visibility journey. And it 30 days. And I had to keep tweaking it along the way. First, it was 30 days in a row. Then it was like, well, I don't feel like posting today. So I'm going to give myself grace. But it felt like this energy of all the time. And I felt like I had to, and it wasn't fun. And so I had to step back from that because we're just not designed to be doing all the time. Now, if you have a team and you are getting results, here's the key. If you're getting results from that type of everyday, multiple times a day posting, I'm not saying don't post regularly. It is important to not post. I don't care if you're on social media or not. We do need to let people know we're here and share what we have to offer so that people can benefit from our work. But it doesn't mean that your way of showing up has to be in this every day, all the time. Got to go live all the time. Got to post all the time. If you've got a team and you can create some flow and things, you've got a way that it works, you can be more consistent. But it doesn't need to be all the time. It needs to be what's best for you, your business, and those people that you're reaching out to. So that's myth number one that I like to throw out the window. The other piece is, and we talked about this yesterday in the lab, is posting everywhere. So just duplicate your content. There's all these systems for duplicating your content. So you post on Facebook, then repurpose it all over the place. My question here is why? Why do you need to post everywhere? Why do you need to be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, blogging, LinkedIn, all these places? Are your soul clients everywhere? Could you find a soul client on TikTok? But if you're primarily connecting with your soul clients on Instagram, then that's where you should be primary. Different platforms lend themselves to different types of content. So, Instagram lends itself, and so does TikTok, to video, to reels. Facebook lends itself to more copy and static images, the video as well. But blogging, that lends itself more to, your website. So yes, you could rework your content and post it in multiple locations, but without a team to assist you, is that really a great use of your time? What to do instead? First of all, it's so important that you understand how you're wired and designed, because that will give you guidance in terms of where is most aligned for you to show up. Astrology gives us a great tool to be able to look at our birth chart and know, and I work with clients on this. We look at their visibility profile and see what their chart says. And inevitably, every time, it makes a lot of sense. People think they should show up on social media, and guess what? They're really not wired and designed to do that, and so they're struggling. So looking at and getting insight into where is best for you, if you don't already know, is really helpful. And then knowing where your potential clients are. Where are those soul clients hanging out? Likely they're one and the same, those two places, but focus on one platform. Focus, and maybe a second if you have the resources and bandwidth to do it and it makes sense for your audience. But what's the one place that's really aligned with you, where you feel good about showing up and your soul clients are. That's where you want to be sharing your content. That's where you want to be getting the word out. Okay, the third myth, or the third thing, not a myth, I call it a myth but the experts say, is more is better. More content, more is better, more. And this kind of loops in both of them. And my issue with this is that forces us to try to create content, and we're forcing it, we're pushing it. What I believe is better strategy is to create content that you're excited about, that lights you up, that when you sit down to do it, to write about it, it's easy. And it needs to be content that your potential clients resonate with. I see people post memes all the time, and they'll post quotes, and I'm like, to what end? What are you trying to do? What is the journey that you want to take a client on, a potential client on, so that they get to know you, get to know what you're doing, and get to know how you can help them? That doesn't mean we got to post every single day. That doesn't mean we got to throw up all over the place. We need to be intentional with this journey for ourselves and for that soul client. If they can't understand how you can help them, if they don't understand what you're about, then inspirational quotes are lovely and they're not moving your business forward. And it's a drain on your time and energy. So, let me go back and just recap some of the key points here that I think are really important when we look at content creation, because we want to really leverage the creative in us. We want to be able to have that excitement, that energy around, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, this is how I can help you, and that we feel excited about it. I'm passionate about these things, as you can see, because I see it all the time when I'm working with clients. When we, look at when they start to listen to their inner guidance, when we use the astrology to help them to find and remember and connect with how they're wired and designed, this blows up. We can take all this and find their way to do it. And it is not the same for everyone. Each of us has a different path and a different way that works for us, that's going to move the business forward in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable. So we're not designed to do all the time. We don't want to be in the hustle mentality. So knowing when, creating a rhythm for yourself, creating a process for yourself that feels good, finding a flow. Personally, I work for myself and my clients. We use the lunar cycle to help with that, and the solar cycle, because it gives inspiration, it gives guidance, it tells me what is happening out there in the collective, what the energy is, and that provides inspiration and guidance. But whatever is for you that gives you permission to create and post in a rhythm that feels aligned with how you flow. That's key. We want to be in flow state, not in hustle and grind. Second piece is, posting where you're wired and designed to post, to show up, and where your potential clients are, instead of trying to be everywhere. We don't want to, again, that's going to lead to overwhelm and burnout and frustration. I hear it all the time. People say, but I'm posting all the time and nobody's responding and are you posting in the right place? Are you posting in the right energy? And are you supposed to be posting at all? Some of my clients, I'm like, you're not meant to be on social media. Yes, you may be there for your own education and support, but as a vehicle to connect with clients, some people just aren't wired and designed to do this. And that's okay. That will free up their time and energy to focus on where they're meant to find clients. Some people are better wired to network. So let's be where it works for us, where we're lit up by doing it, and where the soul clients are. That's the place to be. And in terms of creating content, we want to be doing things we're excited about. We want to be doing things we feel passionate about. We want to be creating content that takes people on a journey, that it resonates with them so that they know how you can support them, how you can help them. So not just posting for the sake of posting, showing up for the sake of showing up, writing an email for the sake of writing an email. More isn't better. More isn't better. Know thyself, know the journey you want to take folks on, and use that inner guidance and lean into the guidance of the cosmos as well, because it's so powerful. All right. So that being said, I wanted to share with you something that I'm really excited about. We did this a year or more ago in Heart Powered Coaches and Healers Collective. When I was out of town for a bit, we did what I call take over the feed. And so we are revisiting that because next week is my 20th wedding anniversary. And my husband and I are going to be taking a few days off to connect and to play and to celebrate our 2-decade journey of our relationship. And so while I'm gone, I thought we could really lean into seeing what you all are creating out in the world and what you're passionate about that you're creating. And so we're going to create a separate post and pin it, but let me walk through what we're looking for and how you can play with us. Because I want this to be fun and playful. So we are looking for 5 people who are going to take over the feed and inspire us with their creativity and passion while I'm away. So 1 person a day, starting next Tuesday through Saturday. And what you'll do is share a creative project, offer, product that you're working on or have available in your business. And I want it to be something that really lights you up, the thing that you are so passionate about. And maybe you're in the process of creating it, but give us a behind the scenes. Tell us what it is, why you created it, why you're so passionate about it, and show us the creative side. You get to show up live in the group on your designated day and show and tell. And we'll give you a window of time that you can show up and you let us know so that we can promote it for you. You also can create 1 post with a meme or a saying that really captures that Leo energy of creative, fun, and playful. So this is really about sharing from your heart. I want this to be a week of inspiration where we're inspiring each other to create from the heart. This cycle, Leo cycle, is about the heart. It's about, what lights us up. So these take over the feed isn't about a pitch fest. I'm not about that anyway. If someone wants to get in touch with you about what you shared, of course they can. And we'll walk you through, leaving a note in the comment section of your video so that folks can know how to connect with you if they want to learn more. But we're not going to allow direct sign up links. We want this to be, I'm inspired to connect with you. And so I'm going to reach out. So the intention here is to inspire, share how you're taking inspired action in your business. So take a look for that post that should be up later today, and there'll be a instruction there to say, yes, please, I'd love to take over the feed, and we will reach back out to you. So make sure you respond as quickly as possible. Last time we filled up within a day or 2. And there's only 5 spots. I want to keep it simple. I think 2 a day will get to be too much. Again, more isn't better. So we will be checking in with you about what you want to share and making sure that it's in alignment with what we're looking for here, which is creativity, inspiration. So I look forward to seeing what you all have to share. And I will be doing a video next Monday just showing you exactly, modeling what we want to see and sharing a creative project that I'm really excited about, that has me really lit up, that I'm working on. a new offer, new bite-size offer that I'm going to have available this month. So that's what's happening here, my friends. So create, create, create from the heart. It is all about sharing your passion, sharing your magic, and doing it in a way that feels good. So I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with next week. And any questions about what I shared today, drop a note in the comments and I will come back and answer. And sending you all so much love and a reminder that, as always, all it takes is a little bit of heart power. I'll see you soon.